Hello friends, it's Zoe and welcome to today's bullet journaling video. As you can see, I'm setting up my June plan with me, which was supposed to be out like 2 months ago, but let's just ignore that and pretend that everything's on time, everything's fine. So June was the last month in my notebook designed by AmandaRachLee's, and I'm sure anyone who bullet journals knows who she is, but just in case, I'll tell you, AmandaRachLee's is a 23-year-old artist and YouTuber most well known for her bullet journaling creations. Because it was my last month using this notebook, I thought it would be fitting to recreate one of her themes. So for June of 2021, I chose the sunflowers theme that she did in July a couple of years ago. And in this video, I'll be taking you through how I recreated her spreads to fit my own needs, as well as how I incorporated some of my own ideas. I think it's super important when recreating other people's journals is that you're not just copying exactly what they have, but really making sure that each spread that you make is fitting to you and something you'll actually get a lot of use out of. Whether you're getting inspiration for spread ideas or drawing ideas, I think this is a really good rule of thumb because your bullet journal is yours, it's no one else's, so make sure that it is adding value to your life and that's actually useful. You can try different spreads out, but make sure that you're not doing something just because someone else did it. This first page that I'm setting up is the cover page. I pretty much just copied this from Amanda's, except instead of saying July, I wrote June. Amanda always does very illustration heavy designs for her bullet journal, which I wasn't really used to. This setup took me twice as long as it usually does, which was about 2 hours for this setup. And by the end, I was getting really sick and tired of drawing sunflowers. For the cover page, some things that I noted was the yellow box around the page, varying sizes of sunflowers, a black outline of the sunflowers, and added dimension with the sunflowers using different shades of yellow and different shades of green for the leaves. So those were just some things I focused on when recreating her spreads. And I noticed for the black parts of the sunflowers, she drew a bunch of tiny little circles, but I did not want to do that and I got sick of drawing, so I just kind of scribbled inside. I also filmed the plan with me outside, which is why the lighting gets kind of crazy at times. I tried to get that summery vibe and I was just chilling outside in the nice California weather before I had to leave to go home to the East Coast. So I apologize if the lighting is bad in certain parts, but hopefully it isn't too bad and you can still see what I am drawing. This next page is the monthly tracker, which I pretty much kept the same as Amanda's, except I got rid of the YouTube growth tracker, which I do not use, and I combined all the boxes because I hate drawing the individual boxes of the month. It just takes way too long, and drawing all these sunflowers already was taking a lot of time. I was really tempted to use a ruler throughout this whole setup, but I refrained from doing so because Amanda is the queen of drawing straight lines freehand, so I wanted to do the same. The next spread that Amanda did was a mood tracker and a habit tracker. Now, I really don't like using mood trackers. I've tried in the past, but it just felt wrong to assign one mood to an entire day when I felt like so many different emotions during the day. I'm a teenager, so our hormones are all over the place. So I really just don't like using mood trackers, but I really liked the way Amanda drew the spread. So I decided to keep the illustration, but change the format to a habit tracker, which just means that I'll color in the petal a certain color depending on how many habits I complete in one day, so that I can see if I'm only doing one habit a day or no habits, or if I can do multiple habits in a day. It just would be more motivation for me to complete more of my habits in one day. And for the habit tracker, Amanda really drew out every single number, which I hate doing. So I just wrote all the numbers on one of the habit trackers and drew the shape of the outline on the rest of them, which saves me a bunch of time and cuts down on unnecessary things personally. The next spread that Amanda did was an expense tracker and a goals page, and I don't use either of those pages, so I just copied the design but added my own tracker. So on the left I have my typical time tracker, which I tracked when I was sleeping, when I was focusing, when I was resting, and when I was on Zoom. The good thing about doing a plan with me late is that I already filled some of it in, so you can kind of see how it looks. Each horizontal line is 24 hours, and the color in each hour is dependent on the activity that I'm doing. And for the right side, I have a food tracker, which I just use to kind of track what I'm eating and go back to when I'm not sure what I should make for dinner. The next page Amanda did was a video planner, and I don't use that page either, but I again copied the design and used it as a summer bucket list page where I'll just like brain dump anything I want to get done this summer, including fun things as well as productive things like editing these videos. Alright, here is the final flip through of my June plan with me. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, let me know, when you hear the word sunflower, do you think of the song by Harry Styles or the song by Post Malone? I think I think of Harry Styles first, but I'm not sure. Also be on the lookout for a couple new videos coming out. I am really trying hard to catch up and get this July plan with me out, as well as starting a new bullet journal out. So if you're interested in those videos, be sure to subscribe so you know when they come out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!